It's Friday. Chico, Freaky Friday. Time to get our groove on Super Bowl
Yeah,
weekend. We're going to give our predictions. We also got offensive line coach Gunnar White, Colorado Buffs, joining us. Chico, they
what's the
really
big
just
man?
need to make Monday, the day after the Super Bowl, a national holiday. It's the morning
Yeah,
run.
got more people calling in, and phew, I ain't going to work today. Yeah, yeah. Make some noise out there in the chat. Put some claps in the chat. Put some W's in the chat. Something, because as Uncle Neely said, it's Friday, dog. It's
It's
time to get our
Friday, bro.
groove on, and
It's
it's Super
Friday.
Bowl weekend. So y'all know y'all got to get on my bookie and make y'all bets. You feel me?
It's Friday.
Also, make sure y'all go to the Pregame Network and hit the like, subscribe, comment, join the channel, become a member because we do have the Coach Prime Q&A coming up when we reach 121,000 subscribers and 34,000 subscribers on my channel, Big Dog Chico channel. So make sure y'all do that. Stay informed. Become official runners. Become official Uncadelics and Chico Maniacs out this thing. We need y'all. Thank y'all for the support and continued support. Unc, what's up?
Chico Maniacs.
Huh?
Chico Maniacs. Okay. I thought it was Chicoholics, but okay. Either way. Chico Maniacs, Chicoholics, Rico
Hey,
Chicos. Don't matter.
Chico Maniacs, Chico Holic, same difference. You know, some of them over there, some of them over here. It's all good. Whichever y'all prefer.
Yeah, we
The,
understand.
op-
Whichever way
the,
y'all
op-
prefer.
the option over here,
Yeah,
What you say?
that's the
What you
problem.
say? Which way? What? What you say?
I'm gonna drive on past it. Hey man, it is Friday. It is the morning run. Super Bowl weekend. Coach Prime is out in the Bay Area where it's scarier. He was on first take this morning, dropping gems on their heads.
Yeah.
Y'all know what to do when you come into the morning run. Consistency is what wins. So we have to be consistent on checking in. Let us know where you are checking in from. I seen Den Danny. I know he's checking in from Cali. Louisiana Glenn is in the building. Y'all let us know where you watching the broadcast from. We're gonna get into some football, of course. Not only Seahawks Patriots for the Super Bowl, but also we have Coach Gunnar White, the offensive line coach for the Colorado Buffaloes, join us. We told y'all now each and every week exclusively only on the morning run. No other networks in the nation can bring you a coach each week from Coach Proud's staff as we get into spring football. Chico,
Let's talk about some things before that, though. We got the NFL Hall of Fame class announced. Like you say, you got
yeah,
Coach Prime and Steph Fran back in his old stomping grounds for baseball and football, doing some reflecting. And he gave a quote, when people were asking about the NFL all the damn time and trying to create that narrative for whatever reason. People want to see their favorite players or stars or athletes, celebrities, whatever, in the place that they would like to see them at instead of the place that they decided to go to and they would be happy at. So we can talk about that, jump that off, but let's go ahead and get into this Hall of Fame class. Want to do that?
yeah, I liked it. Well, um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I always enjoy watching the clips of when the guys find out, and it's
Yeah.
good to see Randy Moss was the guy that went to tell Larry Fitzgerald. Um, it was good to see Charles Haley telling Roger Craig. Charles Haley, Craig. I had the pleasure of meeting him a couple of times. Like he is,
Yeah. Charles
woo,
Haley. He is
yeah,
Charles Haley.
yes. It is. It ain't no front from the cameras, baby.
Ain't no
Like that.
turning on or turning off.
No,
Oh no.
no. I'm trying to think of some of the stuff I heard him say that I could say. And we say anything on here, and I don't even think I can say it, Chico.
He still got a filter.
Yeah, I don't even think I can say it. Like I'm sitting here like, man, can I tell him what he said to Sam? Can I tell him? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I can say it. But shout out to the class, man.
Yeah.
Drew Brees, Adam Vinatieri, Roger Craig, Luke Kuechly, and Larry Fitzgerald all going in as class of 2026 Pro Football Hall of Fame. All with a raised eyebrow because no Belichick, but
Yeah. Chat, y'all let us know who else is missing from this list too. I already see some people saying no Fred Taylor. and a couple of other guys who were available. Of course, Belichick. But let's talk about the guys who are there. Y'all put it in the chat, let us know. But the guys who are there, Larry Fitzgerald, like you said, Drew Brees, Roger Craig, Alan Vinatieri, and Luke Kuechly. Like who stands out on this list? Who's going to be last to do their Hall of Fame speech and induction?
I don't know. I don't know. They all stand out. It's gonna be interesting for me to hear Luke speak and whatever, because even though he played a hell of a position and did a hell of a job, he's one of those guys on their list like you don't recognize his voice.
Mm,
Kind of like a silent assassin type. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Uh, so I would love to hear. Looking forward to some of his backstory. But Chico, it's hard to separate this class from the Belichick gate, if we can call it that, because you got a lot of people who saying they ain't gonna watch no more.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a line and a half for some people. You know what I mean? They just don't want to say something to make themselves
Yeah,
feel better. You gonna
yeah,
watch, dog.
yeah.
If you got a favorite player in there, you'll watch. You might not agree with how they, arrived at where they are right now, but you'll watch and you still gonna, have respect and love for it. But they did you know, kind of tarnish it a little bit. Then you got to see what happens with Tom Brady and how they'll handle that. Would it be in the same boat as owner and his coach was? We'll see from there. And then if you set that precedent and you keep it there, then you probably can't fault them too much on that. But still, man, with their accomplishments and what they've done for the game of football, they're Hall of Famers, man. And we know this. Just got a couple of
No,
spiteful people out there that don't think so.
interesting, man. Let me ask you this, Chico. When you look at that list, if you take the Super Bowl away from Breeze, does he still go in?
Whew, man, good question. Maybe not at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll see a guy like Eli go in before him, but Breeze one of the most prolific passers ever, with just his yardage and touchdown and QBR and percentage. But that Super Bowl, of course, really helped propel him and put him in that different category, upper echelon of quarterbacks. I think with the combination of his stats and actually winning the big one. So yeah, it definitely helps for sure.
Oh no, it certainly helps. I think I'm gonna lean towards you on that one. That he still gets in off his numbers because his numbers are just worthy. Like he did the damn thing as a quarterback. And you look at passing yards, completion percentage, et cetera, et cetera. And I think, man, at the end of the day, there's probably too much emphasis placed on Super Bowl for what is truly a individual honor.
Yes.
The Hall of Fame is about you, and a championship is about the team. And some people, have great bodies of work, but their team just wasn't able to get over the hump. So I do think Drew Brees is a Hall of Fame quarterback, even if he doesn't take the Saints to and win that Super Bowl, because his numbers dictated. But I'm with you, Chico. I just don't think it would have happened this soon. Welcome to the show, Glitch Chico.
Career
We love Glitch Chico.
passing TDs, first all time completions, first all time completion percentage, first all time pass attempts, first all time 300-yard games, first all time 5,000-yard seasons, and top 10 all time in QB wins. Definitely a Hall of Famer, Drew Brees.
Yeah, that he is. That he is.
Yeah.
And you can take some of those same things as far as first and put the Belichick, and he ain't up there. I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
going back to it, Chico.
exactly. No, I feel you on that. You're right. Let me just say this though. Shout out to Roger Craig getting on there, revolutionizing that receiver out of the backfield, so to speak, with the
Yeah.
49ers. He was amazing with that. Vinatieri, just a pillar of consistency for him at the kicker position. And then the guy who I saw in person in college, and when I saw him before I knew who he was, I said, whoever that guy is right there, that's a pro. I've never seen a guy so big, so smooth, just catch radius in person before. And I watched Roddy White up close and personal. And when I saw Fitzgerald on the field, I said that's another animal. That's another damn beast right there. And
He is that, man. I want to circle back on and give Roger Craig a couple more flowers. To
mhm,
have a guy. There's a lot of things, Chico, that after it happens again, and we forget how major it was when it happened. such as when Oscar Robertson averaged a triple-double, the world loved it. When Westbrook did it a couple of times, like it ain't no big deal no more. But
Right.
when you have Roger Craig coming out the backfield, man, with 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving, like same season.
Same season, though.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and
yeah.
guess what? You talked about those wins, 3-time Super Bowl champ. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Big time. So, and then you, like you said, you had a guy like Marshall Faulk come along after him, and you talk about how much praise, rightfully so, that was there for him out of the backfield. And now you see a guy like Roger Craig, who came before him, get his flowers now into the Hall of Fame. So shout out to Roger Craig, double 33
Speaking of
on his.
flowers, man, I'm looking down in the green room. We got our guests with us.
Yes,
And I know
indeed.
sometimes our coaches had to be on a short schedule, so we're going to make sure we get him on ASAP, and we'll circle
Mhm.
back to the Super Bowl and get our predictions in. As we have told y'all, we're going to be joined weekly by coaches out of Colorado football on Coach Prime staff. Had running back coach last week. And who opens up the holes other than the offensive line? So we got on Coach Gunnar White is with us today, offensive line coach, Colorado football. Coach,
What's going on, guys?
doing good,
Yes,
brother.
indeed.
How you?
I'm great. I'm great.
Now, Coach, let me tell the world something out there because I know you dearly. You're a good friend, good brother.
Yeah.
I knew, without a doubt, you were going to have on your Colorado gear today, rightly so. Well, I said, because you and I are both HBCU grads at Jack State, I was going to wear my JSU hoodie for you today.
Hey, I got you. I appreciate it.
Covered.
Yeah.
Hey.
I got to represent. Got to represent.
Yes,
I guess
sir.
I'm representing today too. Easky.
Yeah,
I
there
see
you go.
on. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, as Unc just said though, Unc said he knew what you would come on wearing. I just want to double back and say, when you get team issued gear, it's okay to wear it. I used to have teammates joking on me, man, we're gonna call you team issue. Everything you wear is team issue. I'm like, yes, it's free. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I have
I'm a
no
big
problem
fan of what
representing.
you got. Yeah.
Hey, Coach White, we had Coach Prime on a couple of weeks ago. He was debuting the team shoes and the ones we'll be choosing from.
Yeah.
And he said, Neely, which ones you like? Which color? I said, the free ones.
Yeah.
My favorite color is free.
Yeah.
He
Me
said,
too.
he said, we ain't got those, dog. We ain't got those.
Coach, let's get into it, man. You had some exits from your room and you had some arrivals from your room as we sit here going through strength and conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your level of excitement and confidence in your room for 2026?
I'm really excited about the new guys who come in. They've done nothing but work. Like with Taj and Bo, Leon, all the new cats. Like I'm extremely excited about what they're doing and how they're leading in the room too.
Oh, I thought Chico was hopping in there. He was listening to you. So you're there on site, coach, and right now football's not taking place, but you
Mhm.
get to watch the strength and conditioning, you see the body language, get to have conversations. And
I lost you.
coach, you still got me?
I can't hear you.
1 2 1 2. Let me know when you can hear me, coach.
I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on.
I think Chico, when he stepped out, he hit a button. Hold on 1 sec.
All right. Can you hear me, Coach? Coach can't hear me either.
No, he said he couldn't hear me either. I think it must be on his end, Chico.
I just went out just to make sure I wasn't going in and out, but let me see.
Let me text him and tell him to exit and come back.
Yeah.
Because I think it was something on his end. We'll get that worked out. Appreciate y'all's patience. This is the morning run, and we do have Coach Gunnar White with us, offensive line coach, Colorado football. If y'all got questions for him about the line, about his outlook this year, make sure you drop them in. Super chats will definitely get acknowledged because as the chat gets rolling, it's hard to see everybody's questions and comments. So get a super in if you can. We're going to work through these little technical difficulties with Coach Gunnar White, and he'll be with us for sure. Let me see. I think we got him now. Coach, you there?
I am. I hear
All
you
right,
now.
bam,
I don't know what
bam.
happened.
Yeah, I think that the audio feed just went out on you for a second, but it's all good in the hood. We back with you, Coach.
Good.
Talk to us. Again, we know that football is not taking place right now, but
Yep.
you get to see the guys in the building and watch them work out and chat with them. And Coach Prime wanted to make sure that it got right this year as far as who we brought in. You want to make sure you had the right guys. When you look at these guys' personalities and outlooks on life, how much do you think we got it right this go around with getting the right guys that fit the culture in the building?
Overall, I think we hit it pretty good. The attitudes in all the rooms, not just the line room, the energy's good. Like everybody's wanting to work. We had a big competition day yesterday, and that was exciting to see everybody, you know, bring juice for their side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
It was very refreshing to see competition back in the on the field.
Yeah. Coach, those competition work days can bring out a lot in these guys, especially so early when you have a group of guys coming together. You
Mhm.
start to see who's going to rise to the top, like as a leader. Who's going to bring the guys together. What were some of the things y'all got from that competition day this week?
I really just seeing everybody support each other, and even like the younger guys, like Xavier Payne being a freshman, like he's really putting juice into the room too. It's exciting to see not only that the older guys, but some of the younger guys are stepping up and like pushing and bringing energy too. Because
Right.
leadership doesn't have an age.
Mm.
Exactly. That's right. I learned that at an early age myself, watching the
Yeah,
young guys. I'm like, damn, that young guy's serious right there. And you
yeah,
damn near fall in line. You know what I mean? So, and
yeah.
it seemed like you guys have brought in a lot of guys who have already had that mature type mindset to be ready to
Mhm.
go and not come in and have to, so much develop, you know, uh, with the
Yeah.
guys that you brought in. Talk about that.
Well, we got a lot of guys who's got a lot of snaps, and that's exciting to see. Um, Like I'm really curious to see what they do in pads because everything before that I've been very impressed with.
Hmm.
Work ethic, the attitudes, how they handled like all the team runs, all the weightlifting, like it's all positive. Even in the meeting rooms, like when we talk about schemes and how to identify defense fronts and whatnot, everybody is pretty on point.
Yeah, that's a tremendous jump start there, man. But like you said, nothing like when the pass break out. It'll be time for that. March
Yeah,
ain't far away. March ain't far away.
no,
Spring
it's not.
football will get on the way. Get 15 practices leading to that spring game.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, Coach, a lot of the fan base, rightly so, will overhear when we have departures because you always hear about the exits into the portal before you hear about the entries.
Hmm.
And so you had some guy leaves. You have one guy leave real late, but you've been able to go out there, you and the rest of the staff. Shout out to Box and Coach Prime and Pretty Tone, et cetera, to go
Hmm.
out there and really get what we need, to protect this quarterback and advance the ball down the field.
Hmm.
You talk about those new guys working together, but you also got some new staff. You got a new OC with a new
Hmm.
scheme. How's all that coming together, even amongst the offensive coaches?
It's awesome. I love what Coach Marion's doing right now. He's got a plan and he's everywhere he's been. Like he's averaged about 34, 35 points a game. Like he knows what it looks like and I'm excited to see it on the field.
Yeah, one thing I always point out, Coach, is that a lot of us have worked in programs, been around systems, and you're learning from a guy who learned from the guy who learned from the guy who learned from the guy. And in this
Mhm.
situation, this is the guy who created this system.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like this is not a branch of a branch off a coaching tree. He is the author of the go-go offense. And when
Yeah.
you look at your line, what does it take for your line to be ready to do their job in that system?
Well, be ready to take the run game vertical and we're gonna emphasize on violent double teams and going north and south. Not east and west, not stretching out, not lateral. Like we have to go north and south.
Yeah. Like going north and south, you have the running backs to do so now. You got the offensive line. Uh,
Mhm.
when you're looking at the film from the go-go offense, what excites you the most?
The run game. The run game. There's every variation of run that you can think of. And if something's not working, we got an answer for something else.
Mm.
That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah. I'm sure the
You
big
got to.
fellas
I
are
mean, if
excited too.
you know what, I don't know if you got the right lineman and the lineman don't want to run block.
Oh,
You know,
right.
it's like this.
That's got to be in the blood, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Hey, can you go ahead and highlight a few of your guys that you brought in this year? And tell us kind of like little reason why they're in the room with you. Some of the things that might have stood out about these guys between the lines to have them on the roster this season.
Well, the biggest thing is they all gelled and they clicked and they had similar mindsets and attitudes. Like they want to come in, make an impact, and win now. Like Bo Hewley's one, Taj White is one, Demetrius Hunter, Leon Bell. Like you can go on, but that's the common denominator between all of these guys. Like we brought them in here to do one thing. That's what they signed up for, and we're gonna roll.
That's simple.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And
This ain't rocket science.
how they say again, Coach?
Not
This ain't
rocket.
rocket science.
No,
Hell,
no, it ain't.
Bills.
How have the new guys adjusted to the 3-headed monster in the old line room?
It's been good. They're seeing that we're about our business and everything that we do and talk about. It's all coming from the same, not the same mouth, but it's all the same words. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like
Mhm.
it's one message,
Yeah.
3 or 4 different voices, but the same message, no matter how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jeezy, he's really doing the mindset, and the leadership part of it. I'm really handling the concept of it. Dre's handling the technique, and then Grant, he's handling the materials. So
Oh,
between that,
Grant.
yeah, yeah,
We got
he's
we got to get Grant on, man. Make sure we get Grant some love this year.
yeah, show him some love.
Grant had a great press conference this past year.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did. Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good thing though. You have so many guys in there, but you have one message, as you say. So if you have a guy that's not, getting it from you in whatever way for whatever
Mhm.
reason, they can understand it a little bit better from Coach Gerard or Coach Hageman, and
Yeah,
I think that's going to prove to be, better for this team to develop and gel together. With you have so many guys coming from so many places, and you have to
mhm.
be, on one accord on that offensive line. So,
Yeah.
I'm loving what you guys are doing right there. But just talk about it coming into your second year. How you've grown and coming into that role and have more confidence this season, or just being more serious this season. Talk about that. Your
Well,
growth.
I don't think either of those were an issue for me. It was more so just seeing how different things and different strategies would work with the guys. Because every year it's going to be different.
Yeah.
You don't always have the same group, especially with the portal the way it is, and you get kind of lopsided rooms with
Mhm.
senior heavy and freshman heavy, and not really any mix in the middle. But
Mhm.
we've gotten better with that this year, I think, because we got guys who are older, but we got guys with years left too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then with all these, rule changes and whatnot, or waivers going in, you really don't know how long these guys have. So you got to just treat it like everybody has time now,
Mhm.
you know. But at the same time, you got to treat it like nobody has time either,
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
because it's a double edged sword.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Right. We're
but
right now in the moment right now. We don't know what's gonna happen next year. Let's
right,
let's do the best what we have right now.
right,
Forget how many eligibility years you have left. You got time right now, dog. That's it.
yep.
Yeah.
And every year is looked at as, from January to January, really, and just see how everybody handles it and handles their roles, and you gotta win now. That's Coach
Mhm.
Prime's message right now
Yeah.
is we gotta do whatever it takes to win right now.
That's right.
Yeah, and even though college football is now very much a year-round sport, you
Mhm.
still just don't have the time that you think you have. But one thing I want to pick your brain on, Coach. Coming from last year, when you were new to this role, or
Mhm.
even before when you were in the room, one of the key differences this year, as we rapidly approach the start of spring ball, is when spring ball is done, there's no spring portal this year. So you got what you got. Talk about how that changes or may change how you coach, because now you can focus on guys that you know will be here and versus like, I don't know if this guy's leaving in the spring, that kind of mindset with it. How does that change spring ball in your room, knowing that there's no exodus when the spring game ends?
Well, really, it doesn't change anything because everything's install based and everything reloads, if that makes sense. Like you have a starting point where you put all your installs in, put all your drills in, all your technique work and all that. But as the phase of the year changes, you just start it over. And that way you build on knowledge and reps. And that way it just gets better as the different phases of the year go by. Because if you look in our O-line meeting room, we got a calendar on the board, and it tells you exactly how many days it is until the next phase of the year.
Yeah.
And it gives you bullet points of everything that you should be doing so you're successful when that next phase of the year rolls around.
Exactly.
So everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing, when they're supposed to be doing it, and how it's supposed to look. Like there's no gray.
Coach, I got to tell you, man, I'm blessed and fortunate to be able to spend time in all the rooms on that campus, and I love that about your room. Is that when you walk in, there is no second guess and there is no doubt. You know, you got 96 days to the first game. You got this many days, you know, to pro day. You got this many days to the NFL draft. Like everything is up there, and it counts down each day. And like I just said, you don't have the time you think you have, you know, because you'll look up there and see something that's 90 days away. And after a few meetings, now all of a sudden it's only 30 days away. And you're like, oh shit. like I'm you know, what was it that triggered that for you and your fellow coaches to put that up in the room?
You know, I really got to credit that one to George, Coach Hageman, because that's his wheelhouse. Like he's leadership development, like mindset. That's his deal. So that's more of his baby. But we all, you know, we talk about every idea that's brought to the table, and I'm not gonna steal another man's credit. Like that's not how we.
You hear that, Chico?
That's what I be trying to tell Unc. I mean, he
gonna be stealing my jokes, no quote me.
Unc just gonna be unking over there.
Yeah.
let me ask you this. I like that too because it gives you a roadmap to get to where you want to get to. You can't just say I want to do this or I want to be this, and you're not take these steps to get there, dog. What we doing? I had to tell my daughter that I want to run on the track team. Well, let me tell you this: you're gonna set yourself up for disappointment if you think you're just gonna show up and be on the track team. You got to go do some running. You understand? And I like that. You know, you have those guys with the right mindset in that room. Let me ask you this though, because Coach Prime went viral from this show right here saying that, you know, 5'11" is his cutoff point for cornerbacks, right? Is there a cutoff point for offensive linemen for you? And what is the prototype as far as height and weight are you looking for? If so, if there's one.
To me, not really. Like I look at the tape, I evaluate it, and I take basically their skill sets or what they bring on film, and then when we get them on campus, we'll check them out for their, you know, their height and weight and all that stuff too. But it's not a cookie cutter position. Like you could be a 6-foot center and be a road grader compared to a 6'5" guy who can't get the leverage to get underneath the, you know, a zero or a shade or anything like that.
Exactly.
So it varies based off of the person, if that makes sense.
It does.
Because we don't teach guys the same because their body's not the same. The way they bend's not the same. The way they lift is not the same. Like nothing is the same.
All right. I mean, you touched on something there, and I really want the runners to hear it. The audience out there on the morning run. If you're just joining in on the morning run, we got Coach Gunnar White with us, Colorado football offensive line, working with Coach Prime. I got to ask you this because everybody, like Chico talked about those metrics there, and that's important. Reach, height, weight, shoe size. Like, I mean, all that matters in leverage. But I think one thing that gets overlooked that you guys focus on is that flexibility, you know, yoga, being limber, being able to bend. Talk about the importance in offensive, the modern day offensive line, of how important that is just as much as strength is.
Well, you got to be able to bend because you're either a knee bender or a waist bender. Waist benders don't really get the job done. You got to be able to bend in the knees and get underneath people. You
Yeah.
know, if you bend at the waist, you're only so
You,
strong. You know,
your head, your head heavy. You're gonna fall over. You
exactly,
know. Yeah.
exactly.
Those are the
Chest
guys who
over.
get swim move.
That's right. Chest over toes or getting knocked on their face or whatever. You
Yeah.
know, it's
Yeah.
but yeah, like you got to be able to bend. That's the biggest key with us. Because if you can
Mm-hmm.
bend and you're strong, you can block anybody that's in your path as long as you
Mm-hmm.
know your aiming points and your footwork and your angles. But
Mhm.
we teach you on that.
Yeah. How has Coach Gerard been in that room? You know, a former Buff being back home. You know,
Mhm.
how has it been working with him and talk about what he brings to the offensive line room also.
It- it's phenomenal. With Dre, he's a technician. Like that's his big calling card, and that's his pillar. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever he gets with the guys, like he comes up with drills that most people have not seen before either, and sometimes it's scripted out, but other times like he'll walk through stretch lines and look around at guys and be like, "Oh, well, we should do this today, Gun,"
Mm-hmm.
and just pull it out of the air like Rain Man type stuff. It's
Mhm.
impressive, you know.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach
Hmm.
G. You had
Yeah.
Love
another
that.
coach. I want to ask about last one. Coach Pecco. You know, he's going
Hmm.
to the Steelers now. He was able to do some good things on the recruiting side, but you know, as an offensive line and defensive line coach, y'all going to be battling that practice each and every day. Talk
Hmm.
about what he brought to the Colorado Buffs and what he's going to bring to the Steelers. What are they getting?
A wealth of knowledge. You cannot replace experience. And playing as long as he did in the NFL, 15, 16 years, if I'm not mistaken, like
Mhm.
that's incredible. Especially at a alignment position where you're banging every play. Like that's tough. So his mindset, the way that he just actually cares about the players too, like that's something that's going to be missed.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Shout out to Coach Pecco.
Shout out to
Mhm.
him. Well, you mentioned earlier, Coach, and I totally understand it. It's not a cliche. It's not coach speak. It is what it is. When you said leadership doesn't have an age, when a
Mhm.
guy comes in, particularly with this new wave of portal, you got to be able to emerge and not take the back seat. And
Mhm.
I get that. Having said that, though, some of the guys that you got coming back, like say a Yaya, it has to be a little more expectation because they've been in the culture,
Mhm.
and can help guide the new guys or set that example. How much are you leaning on that experience that you did retain in your room to let them know, hey, you're the example. You know how Coach Prime rolls. You know how the three of us roll.
Mhm.
You got to lead as these other guys develop.
Well, it makes it easier on us because that way the foundation's already laid. And like Yo-Yo, he's like the glue in our room. Like
Mm,
everybody gravitates to Yo.
yeah.
It's that's just his character and his personality, but he also produces and performs when it's time to as well. So it's full circle. Like the guys know who's about it and who's not,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and Yo-Yo's about it.
About that
But
life, yo yo.
yeah,
My favorite thing about them, man, I love them to death, as you know, Coach, is when it's shit time, all of a sudden his English is bad, and he doesn't know
yeah.
what he's talking about.
Well, I
It's
don't
like
understand that
he
one. I don't
knows how to
understand.
milk that. Like, Coach, I don't know what it means.
Yeah. I don't speak a lot of English.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, yeah. They speak a lot of English in London and Austria. That's where you were, bro. You come like you know what they saying. Hey,
But
here's some of
what's
that competition footage right here.
yeah.
What you seeing right here from this defensive side of the football too, Coach Gunner, man. You got some dogs over there, Coach.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do in pads. I'm ready to see them go against us one on one and um see how it's handled, you know.
Mhm. Yeah. Pat's changed a lot of stuff.
Yeah. That's when I'm gonna make my true evaluations.
Hmm.
That was my coming to college football Division 1 moment right there, Coach Gunner. When I was in college as a freshman, and I was jumping around doing workouts like this. And I remember, I'll never forget it, big offensive lineman, right guard, Larry Coachman, senior. He said, all right, all y'all freshmen out there. He wasn't talking to me directly, but I knew he, all y'all freshmen out there jumping around. Wait till the pads come on. It was almost like your mama saying, turn the lights off. He was like, oh, is
Yeah.
the boogeyman coming?
Oh yeah,
Just,
that's a different deal.
So,
Yeah.
Coach, you teased up about pads, and when we get to March, spring ball officially starts. You're out of the winter workout phase. As you're going through these installs and you get these 15 practices, what are some of those benchmarks or check marks on your boxes that you're looking for to help you identify, that core group for say August or the season?
Being consistent. That's the main thing. Being consistent in your assignments, how you handle yourself day to day. You're not on list. You're handling your business on and off the field. So as long as you're doing that, you're gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And just like last year, like we had guys that earned the right to play, so they played. Like we would play 8 alignment in a game. Like that.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of that. If
Mm-hmm.
you earn the right and you're gonna help the team win, you're gonna play.
Yeah. I like
Mm-hmm.
that too. Because you see defensive linemen rotating,
Yeah.
staying fresh.
Every 3 plays.
And you just want us to stay in here the whole time, coach, like give us
Yeah.
a rest. Yeah, I've always been a coach like that, being like, hey man, we're gonna sub our offensive linemen if we have enough that know what to do and know
Mhm.
and know how to play. We're gonna sub them just like they sub the D line. I
Yeah.
like that.
And in that regard, Coach, how much cross training are you looking at doing, or was cross training an evaluator for the guys you selected? Meaning, guys who could do multiple roles on the offensive line versus, I'm just right tackle and right tackle only.
Yeah, we're not about that. So especially in the spring, we're gonna cross train everybody. Some guys
Mhm.
might be playing all 5 just to
Yeah.
see. And that to your point about not having a spring portal, like that's the nice thing about the spring too, is you got some wiggle room and you don't have to be like, oh well, he has to do this. If that makes sense.
Makes
Like,
total
Yeah.
sense.
yeah. So you're
Like
gonna see
more
tackles play guards, you're gonna see guards play center, you're gonna be centers playing guards. They're gonna flip flop around on both sides of the line. Like there's nothing that's gonna be um stationary or stagnant
Yeah.
throughout
yeah.
the whole thing.
Coach, I love the openness of Coach Prime's program. Pregame show been with him since Jackson State, and I love how that's continued. Same thing for Well Off and Reach the People. But one of the things in that openness, when people see things, they think what they're seeing is the only thing. And like last year, you have guys, what you and I know is getting cross trained. Oh, I saw Chico at left tackle. Tell me that's not going to be the case. I saw such and so at center. What the hell are we doing? He's like, it's called practice and getting people ready for opportunities that may come to be down the line. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask that so people don't panic when they see Coach Gunnar cross training.
Yeah. No, there's method of the madness.
No, don't panic. And you want to have guys who can play multiple positions. Like you say, you never
Yes.
know what can happen on the offensive line, man. People get rolled up on all the time. Now you might have to have a guy off the sideline. Hey, man, you got the right guard position now, and you can revert back to what you learned in the spring or during fall camp or whatever. So
Mhm.
yeah, this is football, man. It's not
Yeah.
golf.
Your best ability is your availability.
Mm.
If you cannot perform when you need to perform, where you need to perform, what are you doing?
Yeah. Why you here?
Yeah.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Yeah. She called me and told me she told you that. She did say that. Yeah.
Oh
That,
man.
that,
I told
hey,
Chico
Unc, Unc, Unc.
he ain't available. What you doing tonight, Unc? I said, I'll be over.
Unc knows he got to be available to get those calls.
Yeah.
Call me Captain Standby.
Hey, we're up on Super Bowl weekend now, Coach. Who you have in the game? You got the Seahawks or the Patriots?
I don't have a dog in that race. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm
Well,
I'm I'm focused on what we're doing.
Love that.
great
I
answer.
love
Great.
that. I
Forget about that
love
Super Bowl.
that.
Hell, I ain't playing.
Yeah. No, if it's not Colorado football, it's my family. So
Yeah.
That's
it's
right.
one or the other. And with twins that are 4, I ain't got time for very much of anything else. So,
Boys or
Yeah.
what are they? Boys or
We got
girls
twin
or
girls,
both?
man.
twin
Yeah,
girls.
twin girls. Ooh,
Yeah.
my goodness gracious! Hey, man, let me
Yeah.
give you a applause right now.
Yeah.
Shout out to the wifey.
No doubt.
Ooh,
No,
yes,
Shelby's a rock
indeed.
star.
Yes, indeed. Holding it down. 'Cause
Yeah, I think people forget, man. Coach Gunnar, was there at Jackson State with Coach Prime, came up to Colorado's HBCU grad, J State grad, black belt, so he can kick some ass. Girl dad with twin daughters. Like he's
so you're gonna
ain't
have to
got
kick
time
some
for two both,
ass.
Chico.
I got
Yeah,
a lot going
I
on.
feel you. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Well, we're not gonna hold you too much longer. Uncle, you got a couple more questions for him?
Yeah, Coach, again, man, just the outlook for this season. Coach Prime has said he set the stage. He made the decree. 3-9 ain't gonna ever happen again under his watch, and made some changes and has did some shakeups around there. And I know that buy-in is also in your room. Talk about the chip on your guys' shoulders and your unit and the part y'all play in making sure it's not just 3 wins again.
Well, we're gonna do what we do anyway. We're gonna road grade. We're gonna get the ball moved north and south, and we're gonna protect the quarterback. That doesn't change.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
we're gonna do everything in our power to help other positions to do what they need to do too. But as long as we handle our business and we check off our half of the offense that we have to cover, then we're good. But
Coach,
it's not gonna be because of us.
I gotta ask you this though.
What's that?
Because here's what happens with the O-line in that road grading business. I'm a country boy like you. I know what grading the road is. Chico grew up in the city of Selma. He don't know nothing about that. Here's what happens with the O-line. You do your job. Nobody says thank you. Something happens that ain't your fault. Everybody blames you. Talk about the mindset to even play in that position of a pretty much thankless role for most of the time, but getting all of the blame when the play doesn't work right all the time.
Yeah, and you just gotta be wanting to do what you want to do, love what you do, and you don't need a pat on the back. You just go.
Be real with it, Coach Gunnar. It's like being a dad, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You
We gotta
got
do
you
all the
gotta
good
love
work.
what you do. Keep going and do the same thing when you wake up the next day. There's
Yeah.
a high capacity for boredom and no thank yous.
There
Yeah.
you go. I like it. High
Like,
capacity
hey,
for boredom
Chico,
and no thank yous. Woo.
Chico, because you a dad, Gunnar, you a dad. My kids ask me, my grown kids now ask me this past Christmas, Dad, you don't seem like you're in the Christmas spirit. I said, baby girl, you've been Santa 30 years. And shit wears out.
Yeah, Christmas got a different meaning.
Yeah, I want to know what it's like to get something one year.
Yeah.
Take me back. Hey,
Oh,
hey, Coach, we
goodness.
thank you, man. We thank you, Coach. Congrats on your young twin girls, man. Keep
Thank
doing
you.
your thing on the football field in between the lines. You're in a great position right now that a lot of people would love to be in. So take advantage and keep doing your thing. I know you're taking advantage of it, but keep going, man. We got all support here from the morning run and Uncle Chico.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
Thank
Coach,
you.
I don't know if you saw Matt Stafford win MVP last night, but he brought 4 daughters on stage with him. And then they
That's
were
all
like
it's about.
step together. Like I was like, oh boy, he got his hands full.
Yeah, well, I'm going to cut it at that. Two is it. I got the 2-for-1
That's right.
special. I'm good. Yeah,
2-for-1
yeah.
special.
And that's it. Because next time I'd end up with triplets and they'd all be girls and I have 6 in the house. And I'd
Oh
really
my
be
gosh. Hey,
yeah.
hey, I'll tell you one thing before I go. I was out here in Hawaii. I saw a dad and he's on Instagram. I guess they have like an Instagram page or something, but he has 7 girls. So I saw him walking with 7 girls and his wife. And I said, man. He just gave me a pound and gave me an eye. Kept going.
Yeah, everybody knows what that looks like.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach Gunnar, man, we appreciate your time on this beautiful Friday, man. The door to the morning run is always open for you, and we're going to visit some more during spring ball, of course. Coach Gunnar White, offensive line, Colorado. Y'all make sure y'all get out there and get behind him because he's gonna roll grade. We taking that thing down.
Damn right. That's right.
That's
Appreciate
right.
you, Coach.
See you guys. Thanks.
Gunnar White right here on the Morning Run. TMR Live. Y'all make sure y'all get in the chat right now. Tell us what y'all think about that interview right there. Exclusive.
Yeah.
Right here on TMR Live, man. Hey,
Yeah.
when y'all hear this, when y'all clip it, y'all hashtag the Morning Run, Unc and Chico. So we'll see it and we'll repost it also.
Absolutely.
Yo,
They in the chat do be wild, man. That's something. You know what I like to. I wasn't even gonna put it up there with let me see, can I find it? I wasn't even gonna put it up there with, oh you bad.
leave folks alone, man.
I don't know why the chat. Come on, chat.
Stop meddling with them folks, as my grandma used to say. I ain't know what the hell meddling was until I figured out.
Yeah. That's why words matter. Like you didn't know what you were doing, so you didn't know to stop it.
I was like, what Big Mama talking about? I finally had to ask, Big Mama, what is meddling? Stop messing with them damn folks. Oh.
Why dog? Why dog?
Over here with some knots on your head. Hey, Coach Prime was on First Take today, Unc.
He was.
Yes, I did. And he talked about each and everything. We mentioned this earlier in the show, but why people always and continue to ask him about going to coach in the NFL, and he constantly give the same answer. Why they keep trying to force that on coach? It seems like
Because when they talk about it and we forced to address it and just, this clicks, man. Here's the deal. The man has said time and time again, once upon a time, the only way he would see doing it would be coaching his sons because he wouldn't want to coach against them.
right.
And that ship, never came into port, came into harbor. And he would tell you now, man, he's absolutely focused on Colorado football. Like he has no interest in the NFL. And even circled back and was said, hey, look, man, the way the draft process went, I don't want to be a part of that. Like I'm good. Like I'm where I'm at. And I think people will always continue to push that button because of the dynamic of the story. I mean, let's just keep it real. Like I think we forget Deion Sanders is him.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody wanted him. And everybody want to know what him doing next or what him gonna do.
What him gonna do?
They're gonna keep on asking because I mean, can you imagine Coach Prime coaching Shador at the 49ers? Like people love a story like that. So I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. The longer he coaches college football, I think the story is gonna continue year after year. Particularly as more and more coaches from the college ranks move into the NFL. It'll always be a storyline for him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's addressed it time and time again, and the answer, has not changed.
No, dog. I'm good. But I think it, just speculate. Eventually, of course, like you said, if he continue to coach and they're going to continue to ask those questions and people love those storylines, potentially later on, who knows the future?
Oh yeah,
it could happen or not. But
I totally see that happening.
Yeah,
I think when he answers though, he's answering for like a 2 or 3 year window, like the right now plus a year or two. Like that's not in the foreseeable future. Who knows 5-6 years down the road?
Right. But I think he's one of those guys, people, men that, man, I want to get this done. Let me get this done and be successful in this because I can't see myself leaving it for somewhere else and just not completing everything, exhausting all of everything that could possibly happen in this situation that I've set myself up for with all the coaching staff and players around me. Dog, I got to see it through at least.
Much like Gunnar White was saying, shout out to Coach Gunnar White again, taking the time out on a Friday, man, to be with us. We appreciate that. But much like Coach White was saying about his Super Bowl picks, people have asked Coach Prime, how the World Series is taking place during football season. Hey, Coach, who you got in the World Series? Man, I ain't paying attention to that. Coach Prime and Deion Sanders, both of them separate and together, are the personification of be where your feet are. Like whatever they're doing at the moment, that's what their focus is. Like that's why practice was so and is so important for him in games because whatever is going on, that's what his focus is. So he has, a Sam with Smack Entertainment, and he has a chief of staff like Pretty Tony and a general manager like Coach DK and the football operations like Coach Calhoun. Because when he's into something, he's into just that. Like he is focused on that. And so
Right.
I don't see that answer changing in the next 2 years, but we'll see what happens in the next 6 years.
That's right. Because prime gonna prime. He gonna do his damn thing. And I see nothing but success for the Colorado Buffaloes. So y'all stay tuned for all the insight and in-depth analysis right here. Exclusive interviews right here, the morning run. Live on the Pregame Network with Unc and Chico. News out of Cleveland.
Uh-oh.
Of course,
They
they
done
had
messed
their
up now.
new head coach.
Oh, okay.
Monken. He just had a birthday yesterday also too. But their defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz, who was up for the head coaching position, who interviewed for it, but didn't get it, of course, because of Monken. Schwartz said, dog, I'm out. He sent the Browns a resignation letter this morning, and according to sources saying that he is now likely, to sit out this season as far as the defensive coordinator for the Cleveland Browns. What you think about that one?
Man, I have no idea, but it's an attractive role for somebody because if nothing else, you got Myles Garrett. like I go coach that defense.
And I like what Monken said about that when addressing that too, when they asked him about keeping Jim Schwartz as the defensive coordinator. Monken, who was the offensive coordinator for the Ravens, said, dog, listen, at the end of the day, I was game planning and chipping Myles Garrett, not Jim Schwartz. You feel me? And that's not a shot of no disrespect to him, but it's the truth.
No,
Like,
it's what's on the field.
Yeah,
that's what I'm playing.
right. You can call the shots and stuff, but hey, man, we can go out there. We can call those same shots next season. With
Chico,
Uncle Neely as the defensive coordinator.
This ain't the only reason, but you know why football, no matter what level, and I say this all the time on the morning run, I don't care if you're playing Pop Warner, Pee Wee, middle school, college, NFL. You know why it's hard to win games?
Why?
Because the 11-11 don't change. The 100 yards don't change.
Mm-hmm.
The 10 yards to first down. It's like it's the same for everybody. And I can know what you're going to do, and I still got to stop it.
That's right.
So now keep in mind, a lot of times, probably 60% to 40% of the time, I don't even know what you're going to do. I'm reacting to it.
Right.
So I got to be able to guess wrong and recover. And then even if I know what you're going to do, that don't mean Chico ass ain't going to run over me.
Look at the tush push. You know it's coming.
Like at the end of the day, I'm with that. Like I'm chipping Myles Garrett, not you, but there's probably some heartburn internally over not getting the job or being truly considered for. Who knows? I do know this: a Mississippian is headed up to Cleveland. Got a high school right outside of Jackson named Clinton, and then he went to Starkville. Head coach from there has stepped down. He's taking the general managership role at the Cleveland Browns. So.
Yeah.
That was just announced today as well. So they're going to get that organization together.
That was the role that he had with Monken when they made the turnaround in Southern Miss.
Yep.
Before heading to Georgia. So, he bring in those familiar faces that, trust and relationship. Just trying to put y'all on game. That's all. And that's how people get those jobs, dog. Look at Coach Pecco. And the reason why he's with the Steelers. Who's the head coach of the Steelers? McCarthy. Where was he at before that? The Cowboys. Where was Pecco? Brought from Colorado. The D-line of the Cowboys. So when McCarthy goes up there to the Steelers, he's going to reach back and call somebody that he's familiar with, has a relationship with, that he can trust. And that's why
those final two words right there. Relationship that I can trust.
Yeah. And so that's how it works. So a lot of people might be, oh man, Coach Pecco just got up and left, or another coach just got up and left.
Let me ask you this. Don't put a lot of thought into it. Just think, this ain't no trick question. How much an NFL coach make?
A lot of money.
A lot of money. And you can keep your job or lose your job based on the performance of those under you, right?
That's right.
You gonna trust anybody with that?
Not just anybody, dog.
I mean, you making $3 million a year. You just gonna put an ad in the paper and let somebody apply to it?
Hell no.
To help you keep your job.
Yeah. And I might call somebody I know first rather than that up and coming guy who I have no relationship with. So I really don't know what to expect from him, but I know what to expect from coach who I had, doing a smaller job with me on the staff. Now I can bring him up and elevate him to a bigger job because I know how he handled that small job.
Sure.
Dog.
Sure.
Dog. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
Preaching to the choir right here, because I know the runners know all these things out there, dog. Relationship and trust.
Well, just trying to put you up on game.
That's all. Holleration and hateration always tries to find us, but we are.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Chico. Just like you said to Big Mom about meddling, I ain't never know what them two words meant.
What's the word?
Holleration and haterate. Like, what the hell is that?
I bet you sung them, and I bet you sung them as if you knew.
with the girlfriends.
What's up,
holding purses for the baller now.
Holding purses. I could have gone so many ways, but I'm just gonna leave it alone and just go keep it. Try to land this plane on time. Boom.
Hey man, I've been laughing about your ass.
Huh?
Reflecting on the week, dog. You know these last 5 minutes we just getting in the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
When Shasta said, so let me ask a heterosexual male a question. I said, okay, Chico, I got this. Yeah, she didn't even catch it.
I said, this man crazy. He gonna step out. Watch out, Chico. I got this.
Yeah, I got this.
This ain't for you right here, dog. I said, this nigga crazy, man. It was funny though. I had to laugh. I told you I was laughing.
That's what, dog. That's what made it funny to me is I was watching your reaction to it. Oh my God, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Listen, dog, y'all. Listen, man. Ain't nothing. I don't think. I grew up in Lakewood around some of the worst, so I don't think there's nothing y'all can say in the chat that's gonna get your boy Chico sweet. Chico this. Chico.
Chico done heard it all now.
Oh, hey, I've heard it all, and I finally realized, damn, I can't fight everybody.
That's why I stopped at 2020.
Hey, shout out to my dog Terrence Dozier, man. Oh, damn, I should say your whole name. Damn, I said your whole name, Terrence. Don't forgive me. Hell, forgive me. So they used to make us fight every day, almost to a point to where.
How would they make y'all fight?
Trust me. We was the two youngest in the hood, I guess. So like the two little puppies. You know, you have two little puppies, you gonna make them fight. So they had me and Terrence fight in the hood every day to the point to where we was actually friends, but when we would see each other in the hood, let's just go ahead and fight, get it over with, so we can play later. You feel me? So hey, man, we can't just be fighting every day. We gotta pick and choose our battles. All right.
Yeah. Speaking of picking and choosing battles, Big Mama was tearing our ass up Sunday night.
Big Mama like a heavyweight boxer, dog. She go throw them things, them haymakers, dog. She gonna land them too.
She go, even though I'm gonna clip it and send it to him. I ain't talking behind nobody back.
Clip that.
Even though it was three of us, Chuck really wasn't helping us. So it was really me and you against Big Mama. Like.
Chuck was all alone for the ride, dog. He was watching. Chuck was one of those guys. Hey, I'm gonna stay out of it unless y'all need me.
Yeah. He was just trying not to catch a stray.
Oh man. That is
because he know how to quickly be like, what the hell you laughing at, Chuck?
Yeah.
I know you ain't laughing.
Yeah, get on him now. You was a girlfriend too. Just
it was a group of girlfriends. It was a group of guys, and you was a girlfriend.
I was gonna say it was a group of ugly girls, but that is even worse. Lord have mercy.
All right, Chico, before we get out of here, man.
As my mom used to say, Lord have mercy.
Patriots, Seahawks in San Francisco, Super Bowl Sunday. Who you got?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna do it with a shameless plug and say, hey, if I'm gonna pick a team, I'm gonna bet on it and go some prop bets and go to mybookie.ag and bet on it, the game and the props and who's gonna score the first touchdown, coin toss, and who get the ball at this point, that point, all of the things other than just the outcome of the game. Absolutely. I'm gonna go bet on my bookie with that. And I'm gonna pick I think I'm gonna pick Seattle. I think I said the Patriots earlier in the week.
It's a tough one, man.
It's a tough one because Seattle, I think, has the best roster and the players around their quarterback. But then again, you have to have faith in Sam Darnold, and shout out to Sam who's been playing well. But it's just one of those things like, are you going to do it this week? You know, you know, please,
Yeah.
the real Sam Darnold, please stand up type deal. Where is he going to go with? So I don't know, but my gut tells me Seattle.
I'm with you, man. I don't have a dog in the hunt really, and my gut is in Seattle because I really do think they're the better team. However, I do think for it to be an easy game, Darnold got to play perfect, and not perfect, but having a great game. And I don't know if a great game is out there because that Patriots defense is a mofo.
Yeah.
Man, I want to go Seahawks, but I think I'm gonna pull a Chico like you
Ooh.
be doing me just to be opposite for you, just go Patriots. But
Oh, okay. The thing is with the Seahawks and Darnold is just don't turn the ball over. Get the ball in your playmaker's hands.
yeah,
He has guys out there that can make big plays
yeah,
off of just short throws from the backfield to the wide receivers. So take care of the ball, let them make the plays, and I think they'll
yeah,
be fine.
yeah.
I think Drake made the second youngest quarterback in the Super Bowl. So you might want to count on him to probably make some rookie or some younger quarterback mistakes being his first time there and being so young. But we shall see, man. You got an
Yeah,
experienced
we
head
shall
coach
see.
over
It
there
should
too.
be a good matchup. Styles, contrast, and style make fights, and
That's
that's
right.
what you have here. Both of them have some unique stories as far as Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Although these two teams haven't played each other, these franchises have. When the powers that be said, "Hey, we can't have Marshawn Lynch as MVP, so y'all make sure y'all throw that ball."
Throw that thing.
And Malcolm Butler, Vicksburg, Mississippi, stepped in and picked that thing off. We'll see, Chico. I'm not going to be mad either way, but I am going to go on mybookie.ag as well.
That's right.
I think I'm going to put 100. I think I'm going to put 100 on the Patriots. It's just 100.
And shout out to
I
Malcolm
can
Butler
lose
too,
100.
man. Went to West Alabama and Livingston, Alabama. Shout out to Malcolm Butler. All
Man,
right,
when you're
y'all know what
driving
to do, man.
I-20 East and you get past Meridian, you cross that state line, Livingston, first thing you get to.
Right
Nice little
there.
McDonald's combo truck stop right there.
Oh, I don't remember none being there when I went to visit my homeboy. Nothing but Livingston. I was like, yeah. You could have came and walked on that UAB for this, dog. But they're a lot better now, man. They're a lot better. You got Coach Cochran
Hey,
down there from Alabama.
have you ever thought about how much mean shit you have said to people that wasn't mean until you repeat it years later? Be like, damn, that wasn't nice.
You know what? That's been my problem, Unc, for a long time. I told you I lost a lot of friends when I was younger. Just saying stuff that I didn't think was hurtful, and then they
You
come back
went
and
to
tell me,
visit
dog.
that man at his school. He proud. You go like, damn, dog, you could have walked. You could have walked up with us instead of doing this shit.
See, that's wrong to even say, but it's truthful. I'm like, I ain't trying to hurt no feelings.
You did. I bet you did hurt his
I bet I
feelings.
did too. That was my last trip down there,
You could
and
have walked
it
before taking
wasn't.
a scholarship to this shit. You could have walked on with him. Hey, you ain't
What I meant was,
no, you meant what you said.
what I meant was, you would have liked it better probably. But you know what?
Man, call that man, apologize, man.
Yeah, you know what? I might need to. Ever since then, though, damn, we haven't talked as much either. We were real close. You know what?
I
Damn,
wonder
Unc, you
why.
might have just.
I wonder why y'all haven't talked. That man have you as his guest on his campus, and you gonna pee on it once you got out the car.
You know what? You might be right because I held my quarterback. I'm gonna call your name, Hack D Hack. I held my quarterback to that because he used to make comments like that. I remember us going to this girl's house one day back in college, and we go into the house, and we notice things. But the first thing Hack says when he walked to the girl's house, he walked in there, and his whole facial expression changed. He was like, he didn't say hello. He said, nasty ass apartment. I was so embarrassed, but I was also like, damn. I tried to talk over him. I'm like, hold on, hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Y'all want some wine coolers?
My dog doubled down on nasty ass apartment. Cheek, what we doing up in here, Cheek? I was like, man, it's time to go, dog.
I was like that. Same time frame, college on the 2-man. You know, you pull the 2-man. You got to have 2-man.
Yeah.
Walk in, and I was your partner. First thing I saw, I said, damn, a roach. You know what the girl said when she saw it?
That's my friend.
She looked and saw it. She said, yeah, but it's dead, though.
Oh, my God. It's time to go, y'all. It's time to go. That's what I was saying. It's time to go.
She said it's dead. Yeah, but at least it's dead.
Oh, Lord. What we doing? Who we 2-manning? Oh. Must I digress? Damn, that was terrible, dog. And shout out to my dog, Hack. Hack let it be known. So he walked nasty ass apartment. He was like, we not doing this, Chico.
$5 super from C. Maven popped up, man, before we get out of here. C. Maven out the $5 super. Appreciate that. Stephon Diggs, that's a no equal. So does not equal guaranteed win. It removes inevitability. That's the game. See, maybe you gave us a riddle that time. I know I'm going to be with you, but
yeah, I think that's what C. Maven.
I don't know if that means Patriots going to win or the Seahawks going to win. You got to help me out, dog.
Yeah.
It said the roach died of old age.
No, that's funny. All right, let me answer this right quick too before we get up out of here. Then Danny said, "Where's my merch, Chico?" Let me say this for everybody out there who texts me like, "Where's my merch?" I hope y'all joking, but if you're not joking, let me let y'all know I don't send your merch out. I don't personally send your merch out. I don't personally touch your merch. I don't make it. All right, we have a co-packer / shipper that ships it out. Only thing you will get is an email. Not only thing, but what you will get is an email. You can check your email, let you know exactly where your package is, when it will arrive, or if it's already have arrived. Did you check your front porch, then, Danny? Check your front porch, dog. And you put your address on here. You might have people showing up to your house just to steal your package because they know that you ordered. Appreciate that $10 super chat. Then Danny ordered a Uncle Chico dad hat too.
Hey man, here's the best thing is that Daddy done figured out the super chat. Knowing he'd be in the chat complaining that he can't get it to work.
You figured it out, then, Daddy? Way to go, baby.
Or really, he didn't figure it out because the comment and the $10 was separate.
Oh, now Jewel, on the other hand, has the merch shirts. Has the merch, not the merch shirts, the I Can I Will shirt. He won.
Oh yeah, he won that night. Yeah,
he won that. So yours should be there. What's the day? Friday. Probably give it to Tuesday coming from here. I saw where your address was going. So probably give it to Tuesday, Jewel, and it'll be there. Now, I did ship that one myself. All right.
Yeah, and for the record, the merch don't come from Hawaii, but when Chico send out the winter stuff, they got to get on the boat.
I think it gets on a plane, but hey, either way it go, it'll be there soon.
No, I'm talking about the shipping level that you pay. It'll be on a rowboat.
It'll be on paddle boat.
They'll be like, Chico, you can send this next day to the States, $50, plane, $25, boat,
or get,
10.
No, get that way to get there, 10. It will arrive. I just don't know when, but it will arrive. Oh, man. Unbelievable. This is Uncle Chico, live and direct, right here on your neck. We appreciate y'all. Got it going. Then Danny said he got money in his account now. Y'all know what it is. Kenley Jones, now. And everybody else, man, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, it's on the kayak. It'll be there soon. Thank y'all for coming out. Y'all have a blessed day, blessed weekend, Super Bowl weekend. Y'all make sure y'all go to mybookie.com and bet with us.
I still say the Monday after Super Bowl need to be a national holiday, Chico. I still say that.
It might be a national holiday for us then. That's what you're saying? Nah, we got to be on.
No.
Monday Night Live, we'll be back.
You ain't drinking no way, Chico.
Huh? I have me a couple mojitos, shot of tequila.
He drinking a glass of sugar. Talking about he drunk. But he don't do
in the party.
He do be good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, You know what? Get it. Thank y'all for coming out. This has been another episode of the Morning Run live.
At
right
least it's
here.
dead though.
At least it's dead though. Roach is dying of old age.
Hey, that's what my partner said. Because, Paid in Full had been out. You said roaches die every day, B.
Roaches die every day, B. All right, man. This is Morning Run. Y'all got 1 minute to share this thing, like this thing, comment, get ready to hype it up once the show is over. And hey, join the conversation after the show is done. All right. This is the Morning Run live. Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely. Hit us with a theme song, please. Shout out to Big Beach Frank. There you are. Let's go.
Here's your way. Steve Maven dropped another super. Appreciate that, brother.
Don't get shot and feed this in.
See, then learn how to work that super. He number 2 in this thing.
Yeah. All the laws. We ain't playing. We ain't playing. We ain't playing. Break the law. We ain't playing. We got about a piece of it. Yeah.